A Wells Fargo worker has died at her desk, and reports say it could have taken 4 days for people to notice. What was the cause of death? How did no one find her sooner? And what does Wells Fargo have to say about this? Let's find out. And afterward, you're not going to believe what this man from Ontario found on his satellite, because it's definitely something he wasn't supposed to see. Back to our story in Tempe, Arizona. 60-year-old Denise Prudhomme, a Wells Fargo employee, clocked in at 7 a.m. on Friday, August 16th. 4 days later, she was found dead at her desk. It's shocking, right? 4 days without anyone noticing something was wrong. How does that happen in a modern office environment? Most employees at this Wells Fargo location work remotely, and Denise's cubicle was on the 3rd floor, tucked away from the main areas where most people pass by. But even with the building being sparsely populated, there's 24/7 security on site. So how could she go unnoticed for so long? Some employees reported smelling a foul odor, but dismissed it, thinking it was a plumbing issue. Imagine the horror when they discovered the real source. Denise was eventually found by a coworker on August 20th, after scanning into work on the 16th and never leaving. The Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office is still investigating the cause of death, but police have stated there's no signs of foul play. It's a haunting thought, sitting at your desk surrounded by others, yet completely alone in your final moments. Could this have been prevented? Wells Fargo has expressed deep sadness over the incident, offering their condolences and providing counseling for employees through their employee assistant consulting service. But is that enough? The company has stated they will review their internal procedure, which sounds like the right step. But what changes will they really make? It's clear that something slipped through the cracks here. This incident has understandably left employees feeling uneasy. One worker anonymously shared her concerns. "It's really heartbreaking, and I'm thinking, what if I was just sitting there? No one would check on me." It's a question that hits hard. What safeguards should be in place to ensure we don't become invisible in our workplace? For now, we wait for the investigation to reveal more. Denise's story is a somber reminder of how crucial human connections are, even in a workplace dominated by remote interactions and security protocols. Let's hope this tragedy sparks real change, ensuring no one else meets their same fate this way. But if you thought that was unfortunate, you won't believe what happened to this father in Arizona. After calling the cops himself, he was the one that ended up in handcuffs. This viral video shows exactly what happened. But what caused this turn of events? It started after this father told 911 operators his daughter was kidnapped. The incident revolves around Darryl Cochran, a father from Arizona, who called 911 in a desperate plea for help to find his kidnapped daughter. Darryl believed his daughter was taken by her mother, Connor Sharp, whom he described as a drug addict. Sharp has visited Cochran's apartment and then allegedly took off with her daughter without permission. The situation was dire enough for Darryl to seek immediate assistance from the police, expecting support in recovering his child. When the officers arrived, however, the interaction quickly spiraled out of control. According to body cam footage, Darryl was visibly upset and emotional, understandably so, given the circumstances. He had recently undergone surgery and had ongoing knee issues, making it difficult for him to comply with officer demands to get on the ground. Despite repeatedly explaining his condition and the distress of the situation, Darr's pleas were ignored. Officers escalated the confrontation, forcing him to the ground and handcuffing him. This led to a disturbing scene where Darr, the victim in the situation, was treated as a suspect. What prompted this extreme reaction from the police? According to a statement by the Mesa Police Department, Darr exhibited a high level of emotion, which they deemed concerning enough for officer safety. But is it really a crime to be emotional when your child is missing? Darr wasn't following what the officer called reasonable directions, but can you truly call reasonable when a father is frantic over his kidnapped daughter? Let me know what you think in the comments below. But the fallout didn't end here. The viral nature of this video led to further consequences for Darr. He was seen wearing a company t-shirt in the footage, which caught the attention of his employer. Following the incident, Darr was fired from his job, adding another layer of hardship to an already devastating situation. It raises questions about whether Darr's employer had just cause or if there were elements of discrimination at play, especially consider the public nature of the incident and Darr's lack of wrongdoing. Currently, Darr is not in jail, but the consequences of that day continue to unfold. His daughter was eventually returned to him within hours of the incident, but the emotional and professional toll on Darr have been significant. A GoFundMe page was set up by his neighbor, raising raising nearly $7,195 to support him through this ordeal. The community's response highlights the broader concern over the situation. In a statement issued by the Mesa Police Department, they said the main officer that arrested Dar wasn't in the wrong. However, they're going to put him through a training program in order to better handle situations like this in the future. What are your thoughts on that? But not every father in Arizona had a bad time. Will Barnett and his son Marshall found a diamond on a road trip to Arkansas. If you're curious how much it's worth, you'd be surprised. It started when Will and Marshall traveled to the Crater of the Diamond State Park in Arkansas. This park is one of the only places in the world where the public can search for real diamonds in their original volcanic source. The father and son duo had a blast, sifting through dirt, hoping to find treasure. And finding a diamond this size isn't easy. In fact, Crater of the Diamond State Park is known for its challenging conditions. Visitors sift through dirt and rock, often for hours or even days, without finding anything valuable. The odds of finding any diamond in the state park are already slim, let alone something that weighs 2 carats or more. In fact, the park staff says the chances of finding a diamond larger than 2 carats are about 0.0002%, making this an extremely rare event. It's not just about luck. It takes a keen eye and a lot of patience to spot a subtle shine of a diamond among the volcanic soil. When Will and Marshall were digging through the soil, they carried buckets to the wash center, and it was there amidst the sifting and sorting that Will noticed something looked different. A shiny rock caught his eye and he called Marshall over to take a look. They both knew it looked different from the usual rocks. They took it to the identification center to see if it was real. And it didn't take long for the superintendent to confirm they had found a 2.03 carat Arkansas diamond. It was the second largest diamond found in the park that year, making it even more special. Will explained that this wasn't just a diamond itself, but the experience of sharing the discovery with his son. So how much is a 2-carat diamond like theirs worth? The value of the diamond can vary widely based on factors like clarity, color, and cut. For a 2-carat diamond, prices typically range from $2,000 for lower quality stones all the way up to $30,000. While the exact value of Will and Marshall's isn't publicly known yet, it's safe to say it's not just a valuable gemstone, but a priceless memory for father and son. If you thought this was surprising, consider subscribing for more. But those two weren't the only thing to find something crazy. A man in Ontario found a secret TV station that he wasn't supposed to find. Peter Farley, a broadcast engineer from Ontario, was using his impressive backyard satellite setup to scan the airwaves, hoping to catch the Olympics. But he stumbled upon something far more unexpected, a peculiar signal that turned out to be a North Korean TV station. This discovery wasn't just a random fluke. It was a result of Farley's technical expertise and a bit of luck. The signal had Pyongyang written all over it, which immediately piqued his curiosity. Could this really be a live broadcast from one of the most secreted regimes in the world? Turns out it was. Now, finding a TV station like this is incredibly rare and difficult. The broadcasts are heavily controlled and typically not accessible to anyone outside North Korea. Farley's discovery produced a unique window into a tightly controlled world of North Korean propaganda. He began watching the broadcasts and found them both bizarre and captivating. The morning program often starts with a national anthem, a tribute to former rulers, and then throughout the day, the TV station showcased a blend of cartoon, news programs, and elaborate tributes to Kim Jong-un, who's typically depicted as a god. The content portrays him as a heroic figure, sometimes even going as far as showing him as rescuing citizens in floodwaters or other dramatic scenarios. What does this discovery mean? For many, it offers a rare glimpse into what kind of propaganda people in North Korea are exposed to every day. The state-controlled media in North Korea serves as a powerful tool for the regime, maintaining strict control over the population in both what they see and what they hear. The love that some of the citizens for North Korea have for Kim Jong-un is much like how teenage girls react to Taylor Swift. But it was no surprise when Farley shared clips from the broadcasts on YouTube. Things quickly went viral, amassing millions of views. People from around the world have a strange fascination with North Korea, partly because it's so isolated and secretive. The video offers a surreal look into how the regime portrays itself among its citizens. The broadcast expert noted that North Korean TV is almost never accessible from outside the country, making this discovery extremely remarkable. But if you thought this story was crazy, you won't believe what happened at a Disney resort when a doctor specifically requested no nuts. But in a dramatic aftermath, the husband couldn't sue because of an agreement he accepted on his Disney Plus subscription. Click that video here to find out what happened.